outside the box, take a different road. Shake things up, let your story unfold. Unconventional playbook, break the mold. Let your heart guide you, let your tale be told.
Unconventional, exceptional, writing our own rules, feeling sensational. Unconventional, exceptional, embracing who we are, feeling invisible.
Yeah, colors outside the lines, dance in the rain. Embrace the chaos, release the pain. Unconventional playbook, let's make a change. Let's rewrite the stars, let's rearrange.
Unconventional, exceptional, writing our own rules, feeling sensational. Unconventional, exceptional, embracing who we are, feeling invisible.
Be bold, be brave, stand tall. Embrace the journey, rise after the fall. Unconventional playbook, we have it all. Let's break free, let's stand up tall.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Welcome, UP Nation, to another edition of Unconventional Playbook. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I'm playing a little hurt today. As you guys know, I'm a college basketball coach, and it's our second week of practice, so my voice is gone a little bit, but I still can play hurt. You know, the one thing that I wanted to talk about is that I'm hearing a lot of conversations about what ifs. What if Sam Darnold continues to play at a top level that he's playing? What decision is the Vikings faced with? And I know some people don't want to talk about these scenarios. I know my guy, Patrick Buchanan, he likes to stay in the present. He doesn't like to have speculation. But this is a sports talk show, so that's what we do. We kind of speculate. That's what makes it so interesting, intriguing, and fun. So I don't think anybody picked Sam Darnold to be playing this well. Like, there's been no signs of that past teams. And I know, we mentioned multiple times on this podcast, he really didn't have great teammates and, in terms of the last places that he stopped in terms of talent. New York Jets, Carolina Panthers, played for San Francisco, but really didn't play. So what now? He comes to the Minnesota Vikings. He's got them 4-0, has a chance to go 5-0, a really good chance to go 5-0 in London on Sunday. Remember, that game is an early start for UP Nation, you guys out there that are Viking fans. Early start, 8:30, I believe, in the morning, our time, 8:30. So what do you do with that? What's a scenario that you would keep Sam Darnold on your roster next year? What are the chances that you would keep Sam Darnold on your roster next year? I want to take just a deep dive in speculation here. What's good enough to keep him around, or is there no way you keep him around? Let's say the Minnesota Vikings don't make the playoffs. Sam Darnold still continues to play well, but let's say there are other areas on the team that kind of let us down. Maybe our defense, although I don't think our defense is going to let us down. Let's say Vikings don't make the playoffs. Sam Darnold still puts up reasonably good stats. Do you bring him back? See, the whole argument is if you bring Sam Darnold back, you're losing a little bit of your window with having J.J. McCarthy on a rookie contract and being able to fill out the rest of your team. Now think about that. The team is pretty decent now. Vikings are going to be close to $80 million under the cap 2025. So now if J.J. McCarthy is your quarterback, you can go out and spend in other areas to enhance an already good football team. How scary is that? See, that's the key. You keep saying Sam Darnold, you're either going to have to franchise tag him or you're going to sign him to a multiple-year deal, at least coming off a good season, 2 to 3 years. So that eats in to some of your cap, where you're going to be top 5 in the league in terms of cap room. So you're going to be heavy hitters in the area of free agency. So let's say the Vikings don't make the playoffs. Do you bring Sam Darnold back? See, I say no. I would love to hear what you think. Put your thoughts in the comments after you listen to the show. For me, I'm rolling with J.J. McCarthy. Now, let's say the Vikings make the playoffs. They're not in a position to get the bye, play in the wild card, first round exit. What then? Again, we're assuming that Sam Darnold is playing at a high level, continue to play at the same level he's playing, playoff appearance, first round exit. Do you bring him back? See, again, this is a scenario where I would have to say no. It'd be a great achievement for the Minnesota Vikings. They're already 4-0 on their way to the playoffs. I believe when you're 4-0, 80% of the teams that start off 4-0 make the playoffs. So I know the percentages are in the Minnesota Vikings' favor. What if you get a first round bye with Sam Darnold? First round bye and you get a playoff win. How enticing would it be to bring Sam Darnold back? Now, if you bring Sam Darnold back, you're not bringing Sam Darnold back to be a backup. You're bringing Sam Darnold back to play some football, to come back as the starter for the Minnesota Vikings, which J.J. McCarthy would have to wait, because I don't think you're signing Sam Darnold to a multi-year deal to be the backup. You're not spending that kind of money for a backup. So we're talking about a bye and a playoff win. That good enough? Bring him back, playing at this level? See, I'm trying to find out what's the scenario, because I know what I'm on board with, but I'm interested to hearing from other people, UP Nation. What do you think? Do you bring him back? Like my guy Patrick Buchanan say, hey, we may have, I know everybody's into J.J. McCarthy, but we may have found our franchise quarterback. It's Sam Darnold. There is that possibility. So as a playoff win, after a bye, good enough. So really what that's stating is you're playing in the NFC Conference Championship. You're playing for an NFC Conference Championship. Is that good enough to bring him back? How about, let's go a little bit further. Let's dive a little bit deeper. Let's say he gets a playoff win, gets to the NFC Championship, wins the NFC Championship. So now we're talking about a Super Bowl appearance. Super Bowl appearance. When's the last time the Vikings been to the Super Bowl? Do you know what that would do for the state of Minnesota, city of Minneapolis, Vikings fans, Skol Nation? All the trials and tribulations that we've gone through as an organization. And now we finally have this young guy, Sam Darnold, who we didn't expect anything from. Again, we're speculating getting us to the Super Bowl. Do you bring him back? Some people say you have to bring him back if he gets us to a Super Bowl. Well, let me remind you. And this isn't exactly the same comparison, but Jared Goff got the Rams years back to the Super Bowl. They jettisoned him to Detroit in a trade. And he got him to the bowl. He got him to the game. Didn't win it. But he got him to the game, and they traded him to the Lions, where he's flourishing with the Lions. But I'm just saying. So the mark of getting to the Super Bowl hasn't always been the best reason to keep a quarterback. So in Sam Darnold's case, he takes this team, he runs to the Super Bowl. Do you bring him back on a multi-year deal? See, I think the percentages go up. I think the percentages go up that he's back if he gets a Super Bowl appearance. But I honestly feel like if he flames out before getting us to the Super Bowl, well, for me, it's kind of the same story of all the Vikings teams and the Viking quarterbacks that have got us close before, and we didn't close the deal. But if you step across that line and get us to the Super Bowl, man, I think there's a good chance. What if the greatest thing that's ever happened to this franchise happens and he leads us to a Super Bowl win? He climbs the mountain, reaches, and gets the brass ring. What do you do then? See, I think, in my opinion, that's the only way where the percentages are so high that you bring him back that he's probably going to come back on a multi-year deal. Because the worst thing you can do is let him walk. And then J.J. McCarthy comes in, which would be arguably his rookie year next year again because he didn't get much run this year. And that doesn't work out. You let a Super Bowl quarterback walk. So I think then the Minnesota Vikings would be forced. Well, I shouldn't use the word forced because they would want to bring him back. I mean, if he's playing at a high level when he gets us there, I mean, right now we're one of the top offenses in the NFL. So I think they wouldn't be forced, but that would just be the decision that they would probably want to make is to bring Sam Darnold back. And then the question that Patrick Buchanan always asks on our podcast, The Sports Guru, he always says, well, everybody's looking at JJ. What if Sam Darnold is our guy? What if? And that's the right way to think about it. That makes common sense. What if? So the reason why I wanted to jump on here today, man, I'm just trying to figure out from UP Nation, Unconventional Playbook Nation, what would it take for you to want the Vikings to sign Sam Darnold to a multi-year contract? I bet there are some people out there right now, after 4 games, that says we should lock Sam Darnold up now. I'm sure there are some people out there. If there are some people out there, put your comments in below and give us the reason why you would want to sign Sam Darnold right now after 4 games. I'm just trying to figure out what it would take to have Sam Darnold return to this team. I think that they are fully on board with J.J. McCarthy. I am one of those that thought that if J.J. McCarthy would not have gotten hurt, odds are he would be the starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings right now, this year. But that didn't happen. And Sam Darnold is taking advantage of his opportunities. And now we have what we have. A 4-0 start, possibly good chance for it to be a 5-0 start. And I think the Vikings are on board with J.J. McCarthy. But Sam Darnold is probably making all the Vikings brass look sideways for a minute. What do we have here? And that's what I never expected. I thought Sam was going to be one and done with the Minnesota Vikings. Again, I believe that was the plan. That was the sincere plan for Sam Darnold from KOC and Kwesi. But he's making them think. And that's all you can do as someone that's a bridge quarterback is make the organization think about you, what they want to do next. And Sam Darnold has done that this year, at least after the first 4 games. Now, I'm the person, too, that you've got to let this thing ride out, man. There's 17 games left in the season. It's almost like with the WNBA when they were talking about Rookie of the Year halfway through the season between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And I'm like, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? We got the Olympic break and we got We got a whole segment of the season left to play, and we all saw how that played out and what happened between those two in terms of Rookie of the Year. And that's why you wait. But I thought it would be fun speculation. I mean, we don't have to make decisions today, but I thought it would be fun speculation after 4 games because the Vikings are hot right now. Sam Darnold's hot right now. So then you start to play those what-if games. That's what sports talk is all about, speculation. I like to speculate. What would it take for you, UP Nation, to bring back Sam Darnold, again, on a multi-year deal that eats into our top 5 salary cap next year? Close to $80 million next year. Would you bring him back, and what does he have to do for you to re-sign him to this Minnesota Vikings squad? This has been Unconventional Playbook. I will make sure to see you when I see you. Keep hitting that like and subscribe button. LaTrey, take us home.
I don't know who I am. Can I say I'm a man? Am I losing my mind? Am I wasting my time? Do I know who I am? I don't know who I am. Can I say I'm the man?